Hey guys, we're going to start with the Buffalo Bills. We are going to start with the Buffalo Bills. Now, they did just add Amari Cooper to their roster. To their already pretty young receiver core, you add a crafty vet like Amari Cooper, so this might influence my answer just a tad bit. But we did see the Buffalo Bills beat the New York Jets last night 23-20 on Monday Night Football. They are now sitting at an 80% chance of winning the AFC East. So guys, we got to ask the question, is this an overreaction or an underreaction that the Buffalo Bills are a top 3 team in the AFC? Just not the AFC East, but in the AFC as a whole. So year after year after year, it kind of seems like it's been coming down to the Bengals, Chiefs, Ravens, and the Buffalo Bills. This year, the Cincinnati Bengals are kind of loosey-goosey. They're way out there. We're not even going to talk about them because their chances to make the playoffs right now are like a 0.3% chance or something crazy. Last night, we saw the Buffalo Bills win in a new way. James Cook was out. Insert Ray Davis from the University of Kentucky. This man goes off and gets like 160 some odd all-purpose yards. Damn near rushed for 100 on his rookie debut. Josh Allen kind of put the team on his back yet again and played some really, really good football. So far this season, Josh Allen has 0 interceptions. But when we look at the Buffalo Bills, do we see them as a top 3 team in the AFC? So question is, overreaction, underreaction, are the Buffalo Bills a top 3 team in the NFL? And guys, this is an overreaction. This is an overreaction. The Buffalo Bills are not a top 3 team in the AFC. Because when we look at the AFC, the Chiefs still own the AFC. No matter what the Chiefs' record is, you can never count them out. They're always going to be a top 2, top 3 team in the AFC year after year after year. Until January hits and they're no longer in the playoffs, the Kansas City Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. It's simple as that. They're 5-0. They don't have their number 1 receiver. They don't have their number 1 running back. The defense is starting to get a little bit better. The Chiefs are still the best team. There's number 1. Number 2, the Baltimore Ravens. We've said it on this show several times here. They are the best team in the NFL right now. Not the AFC, not the NFC, the NFL. The Ravens are the best team in the NFL right now. On paper, on Madden, in real life, they are the best team. Now, once comes January, that might digress and retract that statement a little bit because you know how playoff Lamar Jackson is, but the Baltimore Ravens right now, guys, they're built to win a lot of games. Sitting at 4-2 on the season after starting 0-2. They're doing some work over there. And then don't sleep on the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans have built a team to win a lot of games as well. Sitting at 5-1, they are on top of the AFC South. They are on top of the AFC world. Now, they do have a couple injuries. Nico Collins is out for another 3-4 weeks, right? Joe Mixon still battling that ankle injury from last season. So they do have some lingering injuries, but the Houston Texans right now play head-to-head, going to beat the Buffalo Bills. So, guys, I think it is an overreaction that the Buffalo Bills are even deemed or even be talked about as a top team in the AFC, let alone as a top 3. Top 3 right now in the AFC are the Chiefs, are the Ravens, and the Houston Texans. Hell, I might even put the Pittsburgh Steelers above the Buffalo Bills right now. Now, this was before the addition of Amari Cooper. This was before they went out and traded a 3rd-round pick for Amari Cooper. First things first, all these top receivers are only 3rd-round picks? What? Whatever. So let me ask this question. Let's say Amari Cooper does go back to his old form from last season, catching everything, top 5 receiver in the NFL, being that dog. Does that put the Buffalo Bills as a top 3? Still an overreaction. Still not better than the Chiefs. Still not better than the Texans. Still not better than the Baltimore Ravens. Now, come January, could be a different story. Come December, could be a different story. But right now, I don't have any faith in the Buffalo Bills. They might even be the 5th best team in the AFC. Teams above them, Chiefs, obviously, Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, Houston Texans, and then maybe the Buffalo Bills. Maybe. Might even start thinking about putting Chargers up there or the Denver Broncos, right? I know they both had a couple bad weeks, but it is what it is. So, guys, the question is, overreaction, underreaction, are the Buffalo Bills a top 3 team in the AFC? Let's go ahead and jump into the comments here. Pepe says, Raiders have been about that life for a long time. The mesquite is dead. The Bills will beat the Ravens to face the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. And Pepe says, do not sleep on the Texans. I was sleeping on the Texans earlier this season. I was not sold that Danielle Hunter was going to be kind of the wrecking ball that he is. Now the Texans do have that. Is it Will Anderson that will be serving the 4 games substance abuse thing, basically using steroids? So that could be an issue. But are they that good? Yeah, they are. Texans are good. But next up here, guys, on this beautiful overreaction here on the Overreaction Tuesday,